Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another stream tonight. It's a bit of a late start, a bit of a late dinner, but we're all good. So, Call of Cthulhu, that's what we're going to be doing today. The group and the party are all together. They just sent Darren in to investigate Sarah and see how well she's faring, which is a very good move for them. So, we're going to get straight into the game because we are a bit delayed. I appreciate you coming to watch. All right. So, you are.
Enjoy collectibles.
We are now, yes.
So.
We're streaming now.
We are now, yes, sir.
So I can't fucking swear, no?
Tough. No one fucking swears on my stream. You'll get me demonetised, alright?
Bollocks to that.
Fucking behave yourself.
It's like fucking making any money out of this fucking streaming yours.
I tell you what, if I made money out of my stream, I'll put it back into the stream. That's what I'll do. Right.
You can put this all to be in your game. Yeah.
Here. Hey, that'd be when.
An actor. I'm now a member of what's that thing called? That actor's. Oh, what's it called?
SAG.
No, what's the actors?
Fag.
Union called.
Fag.
Variety.
Or
Variety?
equity.
Equity. That's it. Equity. Thank you. Equity. That's what.
Sorry, I was thinking of the American one.
Yes, I'm not American. That's like telling me to take out the garbage.
So.
Take out the gas.
Oh, just look at you and go. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Every.
Bearing with. We are bearing with. Still bearing with.
So you decide to abandon.
I'm going to kill Ellie, okay? So while we're sitting in the car, I'm just going to stab her with an empty syringe, pump her bloodstream full of oxygen, right? Which will basically get to her heart and kill her. Sorry,
Don't worry, I'll fly us out of here.
Wrong.
It didn't work.
Is she back? Okay, sorry. You weren't supposed to hear that.
There's nothing wrong with her.
You're terrible.
There's nothing wrong with you.
What's
Are you in
wrong
complete
with
denial?
her?
What is
What's
that
wrong
hidden?
with her?
You're not hearing things that no human can ordinarily hear, are you?
No, that's not wrong, is it? It's just her senses are heightened. I think that's quite a good skill, you know, to have better
I don't think your senses are heightened. I think you're a what's the word? You're getting
That's not what the DM said.
If we were playing Marvel superheroes, I would agree with you.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Anyway, right, into the game.
So, Ellie. Beep.
Easy.
Beep. Beep.
Pardon me, sorry.
That's what's in your head right now. With the ambulance in the background. There we go, look.
Oh, that's really good.
Ambience. Yeah, I planned that, you see. I phoned 999 at that point in time just to get the ambulance to go past his house.
I'm just going to reply back to everyone. It's very busy in there.
Yeah, it's very busy in there. And you could get confirmed by Darren, because Darren is currently standing at the foot of the bed. And we will go to that page one moment. Oh, yeah. Here we are. I didn't read myself.
Facing the wrong way, that's not going to be doing much good, is it?
No, I remember that. There was a reason she's face down. Yeah, no, but there's a whole point to that. Just at the end of the last game that came up, and there's some reason for that. Like, so they can't see the face, I guess, or something like that.
Yeah, it was a badly burned body. You can't see her face. She's turned over.
And then we were going to ask Richie Rich, did she have any, what's the word?
Face
No.
Tattoos.
Tattoos, that's the things, yeah.
They probably would have been burned off. But...
Richie.
But there's got to be some of her left, you know, she might have had a
Trump
mole
stamp
or
that says live, love, laugh.
Oh, right, where's that then? Where would that be?
The Trump stamp, isn't it, above the arm?
Okay.
a Trump stamp.
Darren, are you going to lift up her skirt to have a look at her... No, not skirt, a fucking gown. To have a look to see if she's got a tramp stamp?
How much information have I actually been given in character before I
Right.
went to the hospital?
So you've basically been told that you need to go and find a Sarah. She's in the critical care unit, and you go in basically. You've been given a phone or your own phone. I can't remember what phone it was, but it's currently streaming. So video chat, Facebook sort of thing.
Sort of FaceTime.
Yeah, FaceTime. That's it. And you're concealing that.
Whether we decided whether or not he could or could not hear us.
Yeah, you haven't. I don't think you've actually tried properly yet.
Didn't we? Did you say we had to shout?
Yeah, I think so. It's quite loud in there, you see.
Like through the window.
In the words of Celine Dion, it's all coming back to me now.
Yeah.
I'm so glad someone else likes that song.
It makes me proud that after such a long wait from the last game that you can remember the story. I must tell it very well. I can't remember the story, but
I know that Ellie's completely infected and is an alien, and no one else is listening to me about it. But
She's just sitting there like looking up into space, going, "Ah."
she got tested multiple times. She's fine. That's what we're talking about.
And you've also probably, I think, didn't you try to ask me to shoot her at one point?
Not really, that's
Just
right.
like the werewolves, don't do anything to her unless she's a threat.
So
the werewolves. People listening to this will have no idea what that comment means.
Right. So, would you guys want to explain to Darren what you want him to do? Because he's obviously...
He's just got to identify whether that's Sarah or not. Surely we showed him pictures.
Yeah, but it was quite hard to identify really because of the burns.
Well, couldn't he hear us? This is the question.
Roll a listen, Darren. Let's do that. Let's start off with a listen.
Listen.
Can we assist him and give it a
Hard
vote?
success.
Yeah, you can hear a muffled voice in your pocket, and then you realise, oh, it's the phone.
Alright, well, I'll take the phone out.
You're in an empty room, we'll add, apart from this woman laying on her face. You take the photo. You're able to have a video conversation with the people in the car.
Darren.
Hi guys.
Hello. Look for a tramp
Hey,
stamp.
you good?
That's better.
Sorry?
Look for a tattoo on her above her derriere, and above her posterior.
That feels a bit... I mean, it's 2020.
Can you see her face? Is her face identifiable, Darren?
She's lying face down.
Oh.
Okay, but if you go and have a look at her face, is her face identifiable, Darren?
I'll have a look. So I'm going to go sort of kneel down and look up at her face.
It is badly burnt.
Very badly burned.
She's all animated.
Crispy.
Right, so in order to identify her, we need to use identifiable marks. Now, Richie tells us that she has a tattoo above her posterior. Could you possibly please check for one?
Not going to ask him how he knows that, but yeah, okay.
Well, I'm assuming they've had sex with each other, but like, you know.
Hey, I've only been in the room for like 20 seconds.
No, not you and her.
Alright, fine, whatever. So I'll keep a good close eye on the door and then sort of lift the gown up a bit. Try not to stare directly at the dying woman's arse.
I was going to say, all her glory is there. It is burnt. There was lots of burnt.
Oh.
You've got... It looks like where clothing has been melted to the skin as well. There's quite a bit there. This picture is not really representable for what you're seeing right now, but yeah. You look for a tramp stamp. You look hard. Spot hidden, please. Oh, nice. So just to let you know, make sure you tick that little circle next to these skills so you can upgrade them later, if you haven't done so already.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Both on listen and spot hidden.
listen and spot hidden.
Mm-hmm.
I've already
Unfortunately,
got the circle on spot hidden.
well then,
Alright,
that's good. Just put it on listen then.
Cool. Alright, done.
Yeah, right. Okay, so
I see.
your alpha I see there is in fact some writing at on the base of her spine above her bum crack. Can't quite tell what it is because it is burnt, but there is definitely a tattoo there.
Guys, she's got a tattoo, but I can't read it. It's all,
I read photos.
it's all burnt.
Zoom in, so perhaps you can come back and show us. I don't know
Yeah,
how
okay.
familiar Richie is with that part of her body.
Feels highly inappropriate.
Oh God.
Wow, it has just started absolutely tipping down.
Did that earlier, and then the sun came out, and that's all horrible.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm just gonna shut the windows. Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, I had to do that.
I'm having trouble, like I said, with
No worries.
Right, once you can't hear me, can we do that thing with the syringe again?
Curtain rod. For real.
The syringe bends in your hand as you try and pierce her throat.
Now I definitely want to shot it.
No! Like that.
No problems.
They're in the fridge. Oh, there are doubles in the fridge. Oh, tragedy. Absolute tragedy.
Go bang anymore, go bang.
Oh god, I completely forgot that song. When did that come out?
Do you want to hear what a tragedy is defined as in the life of an 8-year-old?
Yes.
Single packets of 12s rather than double packets of 12s.
Well, I mean, I didn't go out of bed.
I know. I don't quite understand.
A single 12. That's
Tickle me.
child
Get out of here.
Child abuse.
No,
according
child
to
abuse,
the-
but child abuse. Adult abuse, he's tickling me. Get off! Can you hear me giggling? This is spotty, Malloy. Get out of here. Go on. Leave me to my game. Go on. Alright. That usually means no. Yes, we can.
The only way to stop that is to keep moving and get to where all the strain from my weight is off my body.
Right.
Oh, by the way, you've still got a heated pillow under your bum, by the way.
For me,
Yeah.
Oh, you've got piles.
there's a book on the.
Well, I guessed it was.
I thought I gave it to who's next to me. I thought I gave it to Richie.
You know it's an in-depth RPG when it's got tiles mechanics.
Yeah, roll 1d6 for how many piles, how many balls come out.
And I'm scared about what's gonna happen now.
I'm going to adjust the way I'm sitting. Okay, give me a 500. Counter table for various spots in your arm.
I thought I genuinely thought I gave it to Richie to hold to find out if it was feeling as hot as I thought it was feeling.
I would say that you got them to try it, but I don't think they continue to carry it.
Oh, well, I'm not sitting on it then. It would be
All right, your lap's
closer
getting
to a
warm.
chest, I would guess.
Wherever it is, it's still getting warm.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I know it's getting warm. There's nothing I can do about it.
I know, it's nice. It's a nice little warm. You know, if it's a cold day, it'd be nice.
It's my fault we ended up going to the hospital. I wanted to go read the book, but...
Did you read the book at the hospital?
No. I wanted to... But my plan... We bugged out of the... You weren't here last time, were you?
No.
Okay, so we've bugged out and basically abandoned our sanatorium.
It had a bad case of child ghosts,
Yeah, and
among other things.
our plan was to go to the British Library to try and see if we could find any references to help us understand the book better. But then we decided what we'd actually do is use Darren, because Darren is an unknown entity, to check on Sarah to see if what we were told might actually be true.
Okay.
So that's where we are right now. We're sat in the car. Ellie has basically got superhuman hearing. The book is getting hotter and hotter, and Darren is currently investigating a burnt woman's backside.
Yeah, taking photos of it.
So as you're taking photos, go.
Oh, so I was going to say to him, once you think you've got some really good photos, have a look and see if there's any kind of paperwork.
Alright, so do I roll for photos or do it?
No. You got photos.
Sweet. So now I guess I'll look around, see if I can find any paperwork.
Yeah, so
Charts.
you got charts at the bottom of the bed, yeah.
Any bits around.
Yeah, you know, like a typical hospital, you got charts at the bottom of your bed. Pick the charts up.
I'll just scoop those up.
Yeah, so you have a look at the front. It says Jane Doe. Severe burns. Severe burns. Infection 0. And it says induced coma. And then literally there's no indication of who this is. She's not doing very well. You can tell that by the charts. And looking at the like observation page, you can see she's probably due for an observation in a minute or two.
Oh shit.
Any belongings?
Yeah, any belongings around? I'll look around. See if there's any of them.
You do not see no belongings. It looked like she's laying on the bed and all the equipment around her is keeping her alive. There's no sign of any burnt clothing or any leftover clothing or any bags or purses.
In regards to the actual explosion, when it went off, what do we remember happening? Do you remember more shrapnel or more flames?
Oh, that was a gas
I
fire.
got hit by shrapnel.
Yeah, you got hit by shrapnel, yeah.
I just
I'm
remember
asking
squirrels.
about everyone.
No.
Squirrels.
Because if I remember correctly, Sarah was quite far away. I think I might have been the closest that I dodged, survived.
You had a bulletproof vest, do you think?
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Was there more flames that hit her that we remember?
Oh,
Or was it
yeah.
more flyer?
More of like a throwback to the impact rather than the actual fire coming out and burning her. She was more thrown off her feet, wasn't she?
So
Yeah, that's what I'm questioning.
so everyone cast your memory back, apart from Darren, because Darren weren't there. Darren, you're like listening into this conversation. Everyone's like, you're thinking over that. No one in that.
Did anyone else hear that?
Yeah, that was creepy.
We went steadily down.
Yeah, that was intentional. No one remembers flames. No one got burnt. It was just an explosion and shrapnel everywhere. She took the full brunt of it because she weren't able to get out of the way. Unlike you, where you're trained to get out the way. Yeah, she took a full brunt of it, and she's not very strong to start with. So she did fly. She flew like a proper explosion.
It's not her.
Or is it her?
Something else. Okay, so you don't know, but you can't remember any flames or anything like that. You hear footsteps in the corridor coming towards you, Darren.
Do I?
Mm.
Yeah. Is there anywhere I could hide?
Just jump on her.
Under the bed?
Check for that.
Under the bed.
No,
Under
jump.
the bed.
Yeah, this is like a single ward where what you see in that picture is what you see.
Right.
Cry. Cry. Fake tears,
Yeah,
cry.
I'm gonna stand my ground.
Just cry though, cry. Look really upset. Look like
I'm
you just
gonna
had the
cry.
worst news in your life. Look like you've just
Mate,
been told that your Xbox has been left and you no
I'm a
longer have FIFA to play.
23-year-old man. I'm a 23-year-old man. Who's on it. I'm not gonna cry.
Yeah, that's
So,
heterosexual bullshit.
Girlfriend
Cry,
never
for
loved
God's
you.
sake.
Start crying.
I am toxic masculinity. Deal with it.
so all the machines around you are all working. They've got beeping noises, hissing noises, like a bag inflating down for breathing. You got the heart monitor and all that. Like, you hear beep, beep, like you would normally do. Beep,
Just
beep.
before he says anything, I'm gonna go, Darren. Is it
Yeah?
Darren or
Yeah.
Artax?
You can call
Told
me
them
Daz
Brendan's
if you want.
story.
I'm 23. I've not seen that.
Oh fuck's sake!
Right. So you're hearing beep,
I mean, like, I've seen it,
beep.
but I don't remember that being it. Is that when the wolf drowns?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
dies in the
that's
swamp.
super sad.
I imagine all you
Get some
want to
dress.
go out on the sesh with the boys and no one wants to come out.
So
Oh, mate, now I am pissed.
as you're listening to the sounds of the beep and the footsteps, they're kind of dangerously in sync. Like beep to the footstep, beep to the footstep, beep to the footstep. You know, like someone is walking down a corridor, and every time you hear a footstep, you hear a beep of the machine. Beep, beep. Then the footsteps stop. The machine flatlines. Beep.
Whoa. Which floor am I on?
Third floor, I believe.
Could jump out the window if there's one
It's
there.
like, jump!
Am I on the ground floor?
No, you're not. You are up, I believe, on the third. I think you're on the third floor, if I remember rightly.
Well, even if I tuck and roll, that's not going to work.
I'll save you.
I'll catch you.
No, afterwards.
I just stay where I am and just not move.
Just look really sad. Look like you've come to pay your last respects to a dying person.
Alright, actually, yeah, no, what I'll do is is her hand all burnt and gross, or is it kind of normal?
I would say kind of normalish.
Alright, I'll take her hand and be like,
Oh, Sarah. I love you, Sarah.
the best big sister I've ever had.
That's the sort
Check
of thing.
everything.
Apparently you got to check her ring finger. Did you hear that?
Check her ring finger? Okay, I check her ring finger.
Right, who's on the actual ambience?
I am.
Because there we go. Where are you? Where are you?
Near knocking at the door.
I was knocking at the door.
So you're holding her hand, and
That one.
Okay.
and the footsteps is gone. Her machine is still flatlining.
Shit, I can't believe I didn't think of this before. I'm gonna yell, nurse!
Why is that so quiet?
I wanna go.
Help!
What?
I heard help.
I can't hear it, unfortunately, it's too quiet. I heard it that time.
She squeezes your hand.
Whoa, she lying?
She's holding your hand.
He's trapped, we gotta go.
So she can hear my singing.
So I guess I'll just say,
I've been trapped here in the hospital
Sarah?
since the surgery. I told Dr. Now that
No
I thought
response.
I'd proven myself to him and showed him I can do this on my own. He said it's not that, but that he wanted me to have help while I recovered. But I don't really have anyone. And I couldn't argue
well,
with that.
gee,
At least
I
my
guess,
surgery went well, and I'm making more progress. But Doc said he's coming by to see me, and if I'm doing well enough, then he's
I'll
gonna
see if I
kickstart
can
me. So
disentangle my
hopes
hand
are up
from
that I can
there.
get out of here today and go back
Easily
to
doable.
more freedom again.
Oh, sweet. In that case, I'm going to step back and I'm going to ask again. Are you awake? You, Sarah?
You hear very faintly someone saying, "Help me."
How? How can I help you?
Then you hear very softly, "I love you."
Thank you. Who are you?
And then followed after that, "Where are you?"
In this hospital room.
Then, what is that? What is going on?
It's a place people. It's a place that all people go to. But that's not important right now.
Then you hear a scream. Oh, by the way, everyone in the car does not hear this. Sorry.
So we just hear him talking to himself.
Yes.
Who wants to
What do you mean? What's going on? You're lying face. Listen, love. I know this is a bit cool.
She's screaming at you right now.
Because I've seen demons. But can you with the screaming? Can we like dial that down? I cannot hear myself then.
That sounds very good. Alright.
Can Ellie hear anything?
No.
Is she still screaming?
Ellie, you could try and listen. Do it with a special dice. It's advantage. That's what I was thinking of.
Oh.
If you're trying to listen quite detailed, that's what you're trying to do. Right.
How do I do advantage on here again? I forgot.
So, while you're rolling, Darren, she is screaming in pain.
Can you with the screaming? Like, look, I'm here to try and help. Look, you're dead. So can you stop with the screaming? Right?
Sorry.
Like, that's not how this works.
Flatlining.
Do it again for advantage?
No, if you do bonus.
Yeah, bonus. That's it.
Oh.
Oh,
it says number of dice.
she is still screaming.
And no one else can hear this.
Well, you don't know. You're the only one in this room right now. No, it's still a failure. Still a failure.
Has she got like stuff plugged into her?
She's got wires going to the readers on her chest. She's got a tube in her gob that seems to be breathing for her. She's got wires all over the place.
I'm gonna flip her over.
So you touch her. She's warm to the touch.
Come in.
As you go and flip her over, you get a brief moment as she just rips all her wires off. She's in her face, grabbing you by the scruff of your neck, lifting you about a foot off the ground.
Fucking hell.
Oh, by the way, this is so funny for you guys. You're hearing like all sorts of shit happening. You don't even know what the fuck is going on.
Can't we see?
No,
Why not? Has the camera gone dead then?
it's gone all staticky. The camera's like looking at something else.
We're hearing all sorts of noises like
What's the
that.
camera looking at then?
You're not.
All we're hearing is Darren, nothing else.
That's it. Yeah.
Are we tempted to go and investigate at all?
And then, with a split second, you're dropped, and everyone else hears the phone thud hit the ground, and you're on the ground.
Darren?
You hear the flatlining, and then you hear a beep,
How many people are around us in the car park?
and then the screaming stops. Then you hear the footsteps, and then you hear the door opens, and then you don't know yet because you're prone on the floor. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it.
As soon as this camera starts going a bit funny, can Sebastian just get up and say, I'm going to go have a look for and then he's gonna go leave the car, see if he can go find Darren.
I'm gonna follow him.
So,
I'm betting the doctor would
Yeah,
either
not
follow
gonna
me
lie,
or
guys.
stay,
But,
depending on
who
if
is
Ellie
it?
went with him.
I was thinking, sorry, did you just say you're betting that I'm going to do one of the only two choices I've got?
No, I was
Really?
expecting
Give me
you to stay if Ellie followed me, and I was expecting you to follow me if Ellie stayed.
Because I know you don't get going.
the driver
Yeah.
seat in the car.
Yeah, Sebastian's gone.
And Sebastian and Ellie have both got out of the car, haven't they?
Yeah.
You know what they say about not splitting the party?
yeah.
Well, we did that, and now we're going to split the party.
So you're all decided to do that and start doing that. So Darren, you're on the floor. She is flatlining now again. You hear the door open, and then you hear a nurse shout, "I need help in here! Get the crash cart!" And you're prone on the floor. This nurse hasn't seen you. And you hear loads of footsteps down. People run in. You hear wheels of a cart bouncing around on the floor as if someone's moving something at a very fast pace. What do you want to do? While everyone else is getting ready
I'm
to...
just lying on the floor, no one's seen me,
Yeah, literally, she's dropped you. You've hit the floor. You heard a beep on the heart meter. Then a flatlining again. But then, as soon as that happens, you hear the footsteps again. Someone opening the door. Then you hear someone calling for help. And now people are... And then, yes, you believe it's a nurse, yeah. And then you start hearing people mobilise and bring carts and all that towards your location.
Well, I'm not sneaking out, I don't think. So I'm just gonna stand up and be like, "You've got to help her. She's freaking out, man. She was like up, and then she just collapsed."
So, as soon as you get up and you see, she is how she was when you first saw her. I need you to roll a sanity roll for me, please. Damn it. Damn, you're very sane.
I know. Well, that's the thing. Darren's such a mundane person. It's like, you know, like water off a duck's back.
Yeah, you probably spoke so much pot, you're just alright.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably still on a bit of a stellar come down.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, he was last actually sober when he was 14.
No, you're... What you witnessed, you're like thinking to yourself, that can't be right. You're like, no, that didn't happen. And she's like, how did you get? I didn't know you was here. Didn't know. Guess. Out the way, get out. And then you start seeing these people just bombard into this room. What are you doing while they're bombarding into this room?
I guess I'll get out of the way.
So you get out of the way. They just flip her over. Right. So Sebastian and who else? Ellie. Are you the people going into the hospital? Oh, we've lost Ellie. Oh no, she's back.
Hello? Hello?
Hello. So Sebastian and Ellie.
I shall follow him.
So you go into the hospital, yeah?
Yeah.
You go through, and you can see it's bustling with people. There's like a waiting area over the corner, and you're greeted immediately by a nurse with full PPE, mask, and everything. And she goes, "What can I do you for? We're under quarantine at the moment. Are you in need of help?"
Yeah, we've been given the possible terrorist location in this building. I just need to do a quick check. Because I'm still dressed in full military gear.
Fast talk.
Am I
Fast
allowed
talk, where
to
is
give-
it?
Am I allowed to give
Where is it?
advances?
I can't find it.
Because I can say I am a nurse.
I found it, but My eyes do not look good.
Oh,
You
no,
could
I'm
give-
not be able to help you with that. Ooh.
You could give him
I would
one
happily
bonus
take both.
dice. You take a bonus dice with Ellie helping you spare the
Yeah,
bullshit.
I'll help.
Oh!
Ow.
Well, roll bonus then. Let's see if we get a bonus. You need a 0. No, actually, you can't pass. Or can you?
What?
No, that replaces your 10s, which makes it a 9. You still fail.
Can I use luck?
If you
I
want it,
only need to spend 4 luck.
if you want to use your luck, go for it.
I'm spending 4 luck.
Oh, you lot spending luck like sweeties. Oh, I love it.
I've only just, this is the first time I've spent my luck.
Terrace
Not
location.
just like the mini nuke in Fallout 3. You never actually use it. You just save it. You just never need it, and then you won the whole game. It's like, oh, very good.
So,
No, the mini nuke is the thing you do when you just got so annoyed at a legendary enemy. You're just like, stuff this, boom, just nuke the enemy.
you spurt your bullshit about a terrorist plot, and you need to investigate it. She's like, what? Really? Where? How? We screen everyone who comes in here.
What? The terrorism?
I understand that, but just keep everyone going about their business.
Okay, fine. Go. Do what you gotta do.
Thank you.
And I'm assuming before he went into the room, Darren told us of where he went.
Yeah. You would have seen him on the camera as well.
Yeah, so I'm assuming we go straight there.
Okay.
Oh, geez,
So,
there's some real ghost business going on here in room 316.
yeah. You head towards the location. Right, Darren. They flip her over. She is badly burnt head to toe. They're performing CPR on her now, shocking her, trying to get rhythm back. She is dark. She is currently pronounced dead right now at the moment while they're trying to work on her. You're watching as they frantically trying to save her. A bit of adrenaline going in. Shock. Stand clear. Nothing. You see about 20 minutes pass, and so Sebastian and Ellie, you're running. You're not running. You're heading up to the last known location, and you're in a ward, a corridor. You head to the room that you are aware that he may be, and you open, and the door is.
I like the wording. I love the wording. You head to the room where he may be. That's not leading to something, is it?
As you're going there, you open the door, and there is a woman laying in the bed, asleep.
Oh shit, you Twilight Zone.
Pointing sounds really echoey as well.
No one else is in this room apart from a woman.
It sounds just about
Is she laying face down or face up?
Face up, asleep, an elderly lady in about 80s.
Is this the right room? I think they did it and made a wrong turn.
I think he may have made the wrong turn.
I don't like that.
What film?
Wrong turn.
Never watched it, never heard of it.
Okay.
We lost someone again.
Are you sure?
Let's have a look at this floor and just then go
Confirm
back.
we're on the right floor.
We lost Sebastian on roll 20. Oh, no we don't. There he is. Right.
Oh, was it?
I
I had it open.
My screen disappeared. It disappeared. You disappeared.
Saying
What?
that, all the icons were loading for me, so I don't know if it's roll playing up.
Probably Friday. Well, it's not Thursday, isn't it? I keep thinking it's Friday. Bollocks.
Yeah.
I'll work tomorrow.
Yeah, me too. Right. So what did you say you were doing? Sorry.
searching the entire floor, looking
Okay.
down.
Okay, you do so. Darren,
Oh, sorry.
half an hour passes. One of the doctors says, we've done everything we can. Time of death, 10:05. And the nurses start switching all the machines off. One of the nurses come up to you and say, sorry for your loss, we'll give you a minute. And they all vacate the room. It is now an eerily quiet room.
What in the world is that? I'm sure that occurred.
What are you going to do while...
I'm just gonna say...
Ancestry, proud sponsors of Sky History.
Hello? Still in there?
Survive 100 days in the Arctic.
Still possessed there? Good.
For $1 million.
Still
10 new contestants.
gonna exorcist me again?
by the way, the people in the car, you're hearing him talk, but you see nothing.
Like, you still... Like, you dead now?
The last to crack.
Totally for real dead? Or like...
Arctic alone. Thursdays
Like-
at 10 on Sky History.
Are we good? Alright, cool. So I'm just gonna back out of there slowly.
Okay, you backing out the room, yeah?
Yeah.
You back out the room as soon as Sebastian and Ellie sees you come out of the room.
What?
Yeah. The room that you actually looked for to start with.
I would look at Sebastian and go, check out the bed.
I don't even think he would be that creepy.
You see him back out of the room in the point where he's seen a fucking ghost. He's like, oh.
I whisper to Ellie, are we sure he's not a ghost? Are we sure he's even alive still?
I'm
Yeah,
just
that'd be
gonna go up.
interesting if I was a ghost the whole time.
Oh, by the way, you're hearing
I'm
that.
gonna go up and tap his face.
But by the way, we're all ghosts.
Are you seeing red stuff, by the way?
Designed to position you
Yeah.
perfectly.
No, I'm good.
Actually, it wouldn't be you, would it? It would be someone seeing you would see the red stuff.
So sleek.
No, you see the red stuff.
I
can't remember.
Red stuff, as far as I can tell.
Waves.
Saw like a ghost.
Don't worry about it.
Down there. I'm just gonna
I
visualize.
did look.
Which looks a lot like taking a nap.
That whole
I'm sure.
time.
I'm sure.
Feel at home. So
Anyway, I've backed out and the others now, aren't they? Sebastian.
Yes,
and
they see you come out of the room.
Have I seen them yet?
Oh, yeah, you can. You do, yeah.
Wow, okay. Stephen, Ella, I just saw like freakiest. It was like a ghost woman.
I looked
She was dead and she was all burned. But she grabbed me by the neck and shit, and then she was dead again. And then I was there for like literally like half an hour. And they like that was the thing, and they did that thing, you know?
I'm gonna
And
point at the room he's just come out
still
of
dead.
and go, what, that room? You just come out of.
Yeah, there was a girl there. She was like, I don't know, like 25 or something. She was all burnt, right? And she was dead, and then she was like up and moving. She grabbed me, and she held me up, like fucking 2 feet up in the air. And then she died again, and then loads of people they came in and they did the, you know, clear, that thing, right? And she was dead for real this time, and it was like, what? So that was a whole trip.
We've just been in that room and there's an old lady in there. What are you talking about? I'm gonna grab hold of him and walk back in the room and go, follow me.
Right. Ellie, you see a badly burnt female face down on the bed. All the machines turned off. Eerily quiet room.
Sebastian!
I burst the door.
Sebastian, exactly what I said to Ellie.
There was an old lady in that bed.
We're in.
Okay, I I look at Ellie, I look at the person, and I pinch Ellie's arm, just like the bicep. Ow! Hard enough.
Yeah.
You're still seeing the old lady, yes?
Yes. No.
We're seeing a badly done woman.
That's what
Yes, that's what I meant as well.
Yeah.
I just realised I'm really glad the nurses didn't question why when they ran in, why her hospital gown was placed up.
Yeah.
Say what?
And also why all the charts were gone.
I'm not sure who's.
Oh, there's a dead woman here, by the way.
Bird who was in here when I got in here. Right?
Hey.
She's all burnt and dead. She was a ghost and she's got. Not a ghost, like a zombie ghost.
I
Like
would
a
like to
ghost
go
in a
over and
zombie.
confirm her vital signs.
Yeah. First aid.
I tell you, she's dead.
Yeah, she's dead.
God.
Yeah, she's dead.
Can I go up and just do a quick first aid check?
Ellie's gonna look at you really like, how dare you?
Of course you can. Of course you can. I still love.
I think I'd do it.
She's definitely dead.
Yeah, she's definitely dead.
I mean, I can
You
like,
don't
confirm.
go around shooting guns,
It's
do
just
you?
something.
I
I'm
didn't
not really
shoot
sure.
her.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I did not shoot the body here.
No, I mean,
That's the wrong one.
you're stepping
Yeah,
on
no, hard
Ellie's
success.
toes.
He's dead. He's dead, bro. Look, no pulse. Doesn't have a face. Like,
Try
there's
these
a kidney
out.
that's just slipped out.
Jesus Christ, what is with Darren? He's become overpowered all of a sudden.
Should we just let him?
I'm the Mary
What
Sue.
everyone-
I always was.
Yeah, don't let the medical experts
I
do
am
anything.
Ray.
Right, while you lot are in the
I'm a
room
Palpatine. I have been this whole time.
discussing over this dead woman, Richie, you spasm one time. Doctor, you see him spasming. You look like he's having a seizure.
Richie does.
Mm. Once.
Dr. Richie. Hold on. Why did you put Dr. Richie in the chat?
I meant Doctor, comma, Richie.
Can you
Oh, that
perhaps
makes more sense now.
could you perhaps also answer my
I did.
my query, by the way?
I did. I said it. I said it. I don't. You didn't hear it, obviously. But
Oh, I didn't hear it.
no, something else.
Oh, is it still happening?
Yes.
Oh shit. And Richie's like
He looked.
spasming.
Yeah, he looked like he's having some sort of seizure from your medical knowledge.
I will get out the car and I will very carefully help him out the car. Is he still a cripple?
I don't think he is he? I think you healed yourself, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. You haven't got a major wound anymore, have you?
No.
Yeah, you're fine. So you take him and you pull him over. Then he calms down a little bit, like he's coming out of it. Richie, you have another one. Immediately, again, you see him like he's getting shocked, but he looked like he's having a spasm. Dies down again.
Shit's ghost paddles.
Then you get,
So Richie's spasming again.
yeah. Like a few minutes after there's like a few minute gap between the two.
Okay, well, I will get him out of the car.
Yeah. Not a problem.
Richie up there in his crispy girlfriend. And the only thing you can do with someone that's spasming really is to just
Put him in a position
put them in
then.
recovery.
Yeah.
Is he conscious?
No. Richie, you're aware of it, but you can't react to it because it is causing you issues. So he is conscious, but non-responsive. There we go.
Okay.
Right, calms down a little bit.
Anyone around?
No, not really.
Nobody around in the car park?
Nope. You parked the furthest point away from the hospital.
Yeah, no, I did. How heavy is Richie?
How heavy are you, Richie?
I really don't know. I find these things.
Are you a well-built gentleman, skinny fucker, fat fuck? What?
Haven't you got a figure called
I guess.
body or something, isn't it?
Yes, you do have a figure called body. I think you're stat average.
Actually, no, size. What's your size?
I wouldn't even know where to find that.
That's your main
Size is
skill.
in the constitution on your main stats.
50.
50, 5-0.
Yeah.
Average.
Yeah, unlikely I could lift you. Okay,
Right, he's laying there. He's calming down a little bit.
calms down. I'm going to try and help him get him to his feet.
Yeah, you try and help him get to the feet, but then immediately you get another one. A third one. Goes on for a little longer. You're talking minutes here.
What, that is going on?
Yeah. So like a minute and a half, sometimes 2 minutes. The calm down period is about 5 minutes.
Don't know what to do. I'm on my own.
Hmm.
I'm going to sod it. I'm going to bite the bullet, and I'm going to attempt to run to the A&E part of the hospital.
You do tend to run, okay. Yeah, just imagine.
Yeah. The word attempt was deliberately
Okay,
flung in there.
you're starting to run towards the A&E department. But Richie, you calm down.
Yeah.
You're fine.
Okay.
You are yourself. Now, while you see Dr. Leggett to the ER.
Like that, or is it the doctor away? Is that what you're trying to hit? Is that what you're hitting? I'm only good while the doctor's disappeared.
I don't know. You don't know. So, what are the people doing in the room? Ellie, Richie, Ellie, Sebastian, and Darren.
So, yeah, so what the fuck is going on? Because I was here, she died. That was the whole thing. They said there was an old lady. I've got the chart. I've got the chart. Does that help? I'll bring out the chart. The chart is still there.
Yeah, the chart's there.
I've got the chart. See? Here.
Oh.
She's got a thing and she's been in an anesthetic coma. She's been inducted.
Induced. So,
Yeah, she's inducted into a coma.
is Ellie there?
No, she said 2 mins.
Okay.
Which, as we know, means 6 mins generally in life.
It was about 6 minutes ago. Alright, we'll come back to you then. Right. Doc, you're running. You get to the entrance of the hospital.
Okay.
You go
How do my hands feel?
tingling.
They are, or they're not?
They're still the same. Yeah.
Okay. When I get to the hospital, I'll explain that I've got a friend having a, in medical terms, seizure in the car park. Explain where it is and say I need medical help. But yeah, I'm going to use as many medical terms as I can.
Yeah.
Because that way I'm
He
going
could be in a Chem 7 stack.
yeah, whatever, something like that, yeah.
Alright, so you get a couple of people come out with you, the nurses come out with you. You take them to Richie. Richie, you're fine. You see Richie sitting in the car.
That's fine, he may feel fine, but as I can explain to them what was going on and baffle them with medical jargon, they'll believe me and they'll take him into hospital to do a thingy on him. Brain scan. Because they won't believe he's alright, they'll just believe that it's stopped for a moment, won't they?
Yeah, so what they'll do is they'll assess you in the car. They're all fully PPE'd up. They'll explained to you whether you've had any of these episodes before?
One major issue I have with this handle.
Or have you had any? They asked you, have you had any episodes before?
But you survived on one
By
piece.
enemy? What?
Episodes before.
No.
Alright, Steve, you're up next.
My
Ready
first
for this?
time.
You gotta be.
Don't really care for it.
Did you get a feeling before it happened?
I'm nervous, excited to see how I play.
Have you
Not that I recall.
have you eating well for the past few days? A bit more stress in your life?
Yes.
Okay. Then they go stress as in really badly stressed where you're getting headaches and confusion sometimes.
No. Not to that extent.
It still looks sharp, but
Just
there's been no
because-
major rolling or chipping.
No,
Like your
there's
copper
new
finish
things
on your
going on
desk is
in my
here.
life right now.
From the shape of your hands. It's really comfortable. Well done.
And they'll ask you if you would like to be admitted into hospital for further tests.
Not really.
They say, oh, we need to do an ECG.
Why did you give me the option?
But I have to.
I might still have a chance to be still.
I can't force you to come into hospital. How do you feel right now?
I was laughing, then I have to point out.
Do
I feel fine.
you feel like you're going to have another episode?
No.
So, I suggest that if you do have another episode, please come to hospital immediately for a scan of your brain. Because one episode is normally normal, in a way, if you have epilepsy or any sort of condition like so.
Alright, Josh, so I thought
So
you
what
did.
what did he actually have?
There is a little bit of issues here. You still have a
I don't know.
illegal when you're handling it. But
They had a unexplained, what's the word I'm looking for? Unexplained, yes, stroke.
He had a sitting too close to the bookism.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Can someone just say he had a stroke?
It's alright.
He had a not a stroke. He had more like a what do you call it?
That's more than I've had for a while. Oh,
It's like a fit.
I got you.
Probably have a stroke every day. What you talking about?
No, so they explained that he's had a what do they call the brain term?
Aneurysm?
No,
Neurological.
neurological. That's it. Thank you, Ellie.
You're back.
Had an unexplained neurological episode. And if you're not willing to come in for a scan, then you can book a scan in the future, or you can just keep yourself look after yourself. And if it happens again, then we advise you coming into hospital for a scan. If it is longer than a few minutes, then you need to get a medical emergency. It become a medical emergency. Blah blah blah. Bullshit. That sort of thing. They're not getting anywhere with you, Richie. So they're gonna go back. They're gonna go back in the hospital. They go. The doctor goes, keep an eye on him. I think it might be down to stress.
Mm-hmm.
You're very stressful fighting eldritch abominations and breaking shadow dimension and shit like that.
So people in the room. We'll go back to people in the room. So Ellie, Sebastian, Darren.
Man does.
You got
Right, so Ellie's here now.
yes.
So yeah, I'm like, so like you saw this, you see right, this is a girl. Little burn,
Yeah,
little
see that
prince.
now. Literally a few months before, seeing you come out of this room, we were already in this room, you weren't, and there was an old lady in the bed, sitting upwards, but laying on her back.
On her back, right, because my one, she was on her front, and she was all burnt.
Yeah,
And then she like stood up and she was all like, and like grabbed me by the throat and shit. And then she was dead again suddenly. And then I was there for like half an hour, for real. or they were trying to save her, and then like, she died, and I'm like, oh, she's dead. But I've got her chart and stuff, so that helps. At which point I hand Ellie the chart.
I shall have a look at this chart.
So you've
She's in
seen
an incest coma,
incest
and
coma.
she had neurological fibro something. I don't know.
So Ellie, you are very familiar with these charts. You'll see them.
Yep.
Your occupation, your headlines. So this is a Jane Doe,
Yep.
unknown age. Came in with multiple burns to the body. Vital signs was terrible to start with, and you could see that she almost died to start with. They had to resuscitate her and she came back. She was put in an induced coma to preserve the brain, put on a breathing ventilator and on a heart monitor 24/7. Has been monitored by a nurse every 5 minutes, and seeing that she was deteriorating over the period of time to the point where you can see now that the last entry point was that she was on the point for another dose of adrenaline and almost ready for another checkup on vital signs. But then it happened, and then she was no longer with us.
So
I got a question, but
you
I'm not there.
Can you understand
so
it? Can you understand this, Ellie? Because it's all geek to me.
Yeah, absolutely fine. She wasn't in a good state at the start. She was put in an induced coma. And
Induced coma?
Induced.
Because I get that if I have a bit too much of the old fancy.
She's just gonna stare at you like.
Everybody's lovely.
This says Jane Doe, unknown age. She was pretty much deteriorating. She was, from the looks of these signs, she's never going to get better. Due for an adrenaline checkup, but whoa! Look, who's that? Can you hear that screaming?
Not again. No.
I can hear someone screaming in pain.
Well, I heard a ghost earlier, no one gave a shit, so... ghost style, nice, ghost woman, no fuckers
I'm so glad you're feeling like I feel when everything happens within what.
We didn't hear anything on the phone, you were just talking to yourself.
Yeah, well, I fucking heard it. She was like, oh, help me, oh, I'm dead.
Oh, it stops now.
So, sorry, but I'm not going to particularly I can't. Do my best. I'm a fucking bastard.
I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder and go, okay, it's okay. We're all in the, you know, we're all in shit's creek at the minute. It's okay. Calm down. So sorry. I'm just going to look at Sebastian like skunks.
Now there's ghosts. Now there's ghosts. And there's demons coming out of the wall. There's ghost children whispering in my ear. Well, I'm sorry. Maybe I should have gone to university. You know, maybe I'd be a big shot graphic designer living in fucking... I don't know. But no, I'm bartender and now there's ghosts. So if everyone can be a bit nice to me. I'm sorry, that's not like me. I'm sorry, I got a bit emotional there.
It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna go in for like a really awkward hug, but I'm looking at Sebastian. I'm mouthing.
Yeah, we side hug. I think we side hug in that situation.
I was gonna say.
It's been difficult.
And I understand.
She left me. She deleted my future profile. I took Oxford United.
And you got the Ronaldo card level 99, yeah?
That's awful. I'm sorry, but that you could do better. You could do better. What a bitch.
Yeah, it's not like
By the way, the screaming stopped, Sebastian.
You just can't picture the face.
Yeah.
It's one of those faces, you know, of what the fuck is going on?
Velociraptor attack, sorry.
Why is everything as it is? Sort of like that.
I'm gonna have a quick look from a distance, if I can,
Yeah.
at the face to see if I could recognise any features.
She is, from a distance, it is really hard to see the face. She is face down.
Sebastian will go up and turn the body over, or turn the head to the side slightly so you can see the
You
face.
do that, she'll turn into a ghost and try and kill you.
Go on then, let us try.
You do so. You are faced with a badly burnt female figure. All the skin is charred. The facial features are almost melted off. She is in a bad, well, she is in a bad way because she's no longer with us, but you can't decide, you can't tell. Just that badly burnt.
Well, one, I can't tell, and two, the point that you made that Sarah wasn't burnt, she was thrown.
Okay, let's just leave.
Yeah. So put her down, I'm just going to cover her up and then let's
So as soon as you cover her up, you leave. As soon as you leave the room, Darren, you hear a soft whisper in the back of your mind. Goodbye.
Alright, what do I hear?
Goodbye.
I know I can take that piece of round bar and make it whatever I want.
Okay.
Like reflectively, I'd say goodbye.
What? Excuse me? What?
Yeah, no, it's another. I mean, maybe it was the same one. But I heard in my head.
Don't talk to the ghosts.
Something like
Never
well,
talk to the ghosts.
Well, I didn't know it was a ghost. I thought maybe it was just a woman.
You're doing this as you're walking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
walking into
Like, I am sorry, someone says goodbye, it's like, oh yeah, bye.
I would like to keep my eyes out, so if I see any recognisable faces, or maybe even Sarah in a different room, or looking at names and boards as we're leaving.
Whilst that's going on, I want to have Darren head and, if possible, Ellie off to one side or the other. Just to make it look like, if necessary, we're the one with escorting him out.
I always get the spooky ghosts, aren't they, like sexy ghosts?
Oh look, you got a stripper in front of you. She is dancing.
No, I just get, I'm
okay.
Ghosts. It's not fair.
So while you lot are venturing forth and Ellie, you're looking at all the slides and people who names on boards and stuff like that. Doc and Richie outside in the distance beyond the hospital, about a few miles away, you can see a thick plume of black smoke in the distance. Looks like something's on fire, but a couple of miles away. So, Ellie, you're noticing that all these names are just, nothing really stands out. They're just like random names walking through the hospital. You go downstairs, get to the front door. The woman who let you in, Sebastian, is there. She says, "You phone?"
I'm going to look at her, just put my finger to my lips and just point at the Darren. and just gently usher him out.
She steps back, and you lot get out. You're out of the car park.
Okay, we're going back to the car.
Yeah, okay.
I really should have moved the car. Just
Fuck with him.
I
Yeah.
think I left my cigarettes in the car, so...
The car will be shut and locked.
Filthy habit. Never stop smoking.
Never stop smoking.
Never
No,
stop smoking.
we never left the car, did we? The medical team came to us. Damn.
Yes, they did. Yeah. So you regroup. What you do?
I say we best sleep over here.
We relay everything that we found, the oddities that we saw. We're sure, we're not 100% sure, but we're sure that it's not Sarah.
Ghost, man. Ghost is true.
Logically, it would be Sarah. That is one for us.
Question then. If you don't think that's Sarah, well, not only where is she?
I've got a picture of her bum.
Oh, I've got a question for you.
You have.
Yes, but I've got another question. I understand you took the notes.
Yep. Everything.
Are there any next of kin details on the notes, that sort of thing?
Nope. Because it was a Jane Doe.
So how did they know to phone us?
I think the real question we should be asking ourselves is, who phoned her? That sort of thing we do now? How they're with
Correct.
it?
Yes. Well done.
Yeah?
Well, yes.
Or should I say, when phoned her?
How?
Or
Was it an actual
what
phone?
phoned her?
Or when phoned her.
Or when? No, I did that one, I think. You went in, right?
Sorry,
You saw an old lady, right? And I went in and I didn't. And
Did
it's
you
the
do
same
a
very
what phone us?
We did what? Yeah. We did who, what, when, where, and how. No, we didn't do how phoned us. No, that's not making sense.
Yeah, but if How phoned us, we know it was then. Because it'll be how.
Can we call that number back?
Ooh.
It'd be like, hey, demon, what the fuck's your game?
Which phone was it?
Hiya. You.
The place we were at.
No.
Maybe,
Wasn't it on your mobile?
maybe, I think I may have found a shortcut to speedrun the game. We made
That-
the call.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry,
Richie.
that character. The previous stuff
That
was
was
in
funny.
character.
That was funny though.
It was your yeah.
We're gonna call
Gotta
the
say, I don't have them on speed dial though.
It was your mobile, by the way.
Did you prank call us? Alright, dude, calm down.
Welcome to Monsters Are Us. Press 1 if you want to go directly to Call of Cthulhu. Press 2 if you like your brain sucked out through the phone. Press.
Welcome to Cthulhu. Please enter your meeting ID followed by hash.
Yeah. You are now
You have
connected.
not entered any numbers.
Hi Cthulhu, it's Niall Aftertep. How you doing?
Hi Cthulhu, just calling with regards to a recent webinar you used on our channel.
We have had an accident.
Would you say that the destruction of reality is something you're looking into at the moment? Well, we're researching it as a coming.
Alright, anyway, Richie, that definitely was your phone that it was phoned on.
It was on my phone, yeah?
Yes, it was, yeah.
I'm gonna have a look back through the... Well, let's be honest, I haven't made many phone
No, you
calls.
haven't. It'll be the last one.
So, I'm gonna take a look at that. Is it a mobile or is it a landline?
It's a landline.
So I'm gonna ring it then.
You ring it.
Oh, wait, is it a payphone nearby?
It's 2020. What is a payphone?
Payphones still exist.
Yeah, not only that.
Rare?
Most of us are kind of old enough to know what a payphone is.
Yeah, I know that, but they're quite rare
It may
nowadays.
not.
There
Right,
are-
some may not.
I'm not trying to be funny, mate. I'm not trying to be funny, mate. But if like some Twilight Zone bullshit calls your phone, yeah, and you call it back, if you like do like hidden caller ID or whatever, I mean, it's gonna see through that.
So,
So you might as well.
roll a luck for me, Richie, just to see if you can find a payphone. They're either. Oh,
Nope.
nope. Unfortunately,
Not only are there no payphones nearby, there are no payphones full stop in this universe. They just don't exist.
it's a bit.
I know when there would be a payphone.
Yeah, I do too.
There'll be a payphone in A&E because people use it to phone taxis and the like to be picked up.
Good call.
That's a very good thought.
There we go.
Or even in main hospital reception.
So,
Yeah, that's the word I was trying to spit out.
Can I use your phone? I want to call what may be an eldritch abomination. Yeah, alright. Not a pay number, is it?
yeah, so obviously, Richie, you couldn't find any nearby, but the doc has a good.
To go and call someone on reception because he's got that authority figure looking about him, hasn't he?
Yeah, you can just walk in and be like, remember that terrorist attack?
Exactly,
don't
I
know
need to use a
that.
phone.
I need to use a phone.
Well, I was just assuming that you blagged your way in using your...
Yeah.
your...
No, I'm saying, what's his name? Darren doesn't know I was bluffing about a terrorist attack.
No, exactly, but I was just saying, you can flex your authority.
Okay. Do you want me to go call the number?
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
give me the number.
Right. Okay, you get the number. You go to reception.
The DM sit there thinking, I never thought the players would do something stupid like this.
No. I work with you as much as you work with me. So, your ideas are fantastic, by the way. Okay, I'll play with it. So, you go to reception. You go to the payphone in the reception. You put a few coins in. You press the number that is on that was given to you by Richie. It starts ringing. You hear, welcome to Barton Medical Centre. Barton? Is it Barton? Barnet. Barnet's Medical Centre. Press 1 if you'd like to speak to reception. Press 2 if you'd like your brain sucked out. No, joking. Press 2 if you have an appointment.
Press 2 if you need to be the staff member. Just to add to the very
Yeah, press 3 if you need to speak to a member of staff. Press 4 for other.
Say them again. I'm not sure if I heard properly.
Press 1 to speak to reception. Press 2 to
Beat doctor.
to speak to a member of staff. Press 3 to fucking I can't remember what I said now. Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
It was
that's why I'm
step
asking.
1 is to speak to reception. Step 2 if you need to beat a member of staff. Step 3 if you wish to speak to reception. No, if that was one with staff. And then step 4 for other.
So this is what it's going to be. Right. Step 1, speak to reception. Step 2, speak to a member of staff. Step 3, speak to a specific department. Step 4, other. Ah, yeah, I remember it now. If you have an appointment.
Okay. You forgot the 90-second long intro where they go, if you are experiencing
COVID symptoms.
COVID,
That does not happen.
For security purposes, we have called in this phone call.
Okay, before I went in, was there any indication who called, like a specific person or department?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I'd say it's 4 for other.
What is other? Does that have a specific thing down, or is it just other?
They just said other.
Okay. Other. I'll go for the other.
Okay. So roll a spot hidden for me.
Oh god. Can I push my luck?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, that man,
Yeah.
man.
Roll again.
Okay.
Turn the car around. Trail.
Ah, fuck.
Oh,
I don't know what I could have.
So-
What could have gone wrong. I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah, so you press 4. You hear it connect to someone, then it immediately disconnects. You know that typical thing where you waited in the queue for like 20 minutes,
yeah.
get through to someone, to then hang up on you straight away. You then actually speak to someone and then they hang up on you.
Well, I mean, I work in sales, so yes, I know that.
I guess, Sebastian.
Can I look towards the desk?
Which can?
When I was calling, like the main desk.
Okay. Oh, when you're calling.
Yeah. Just in case that phone rings and someone goes to it.
So you're ringing, yeah. It come up with the intro, but none of the phones are ringing here. But however, you do see the 2 staff members, 2 ladies behind the counter. They're both looking at you, smiling.
Smiling.
Yeah.
Normal smiles, or like I am going to remove your intestines with my teeth later smile?
Yeah. Does it look creepy?
I would say it looked creepy. It's pretty on edge.
I'm just gonna give them a smile and a wave.
I reckon you get the fuck out of here.
So you're in the car. You can do what you like.
No, I'm just saying that out of character. We should get the fuck out.
Sorry. I'm not wrong.
While I was there, when I give them a little smile and a wave, what do they do? I'm
Nothing.
pretending to be on the phone still. Whilst
Nothing.
they're looking at me.
They just keep looking at you.
Okay. I go to use the phone again. This time I call either Doc, Ellie,
Okay.
Richie.
Yeah, that's fine. Which one do you want to ring?
Roll a D3 and go 1 is Richie, 2 is Shade, and 3 is Ellie. I can't decide really. It's like, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so
Alright, Two-Faced. Oh,
1.
I don't know what to do.
Was that it? Richie?
Shade?
That was Richie, number 1, wasn't it?
Is that you?
Your phone's ringing, Richie. It's a landline number.
Usually I just let it go. Well, you know me, I don't like answering them that I don't recognize.
Yeah, me too.
For the sake of convenience, I'll answer.
Okay, you answer. Sebastian.
Hey, it's me. Look, I need you to get, and everyone else, just drive away. Pull around, come back from me. I'm being observed. Suspiciously. Just go and come back from me. I'll leave and walk off, see if they follow me.
Who's observing you again? Is it
Where are
Nurse?
we meeting you?
I'll find a road. When I'm confident I'm not being followed, come back from me.
Okay.
Right. Helpful.
Yeah, I know. I don't know road names, okay?
It's King.
You could say a road name if you want.
I input random road names here.
King James Road.
There we go. King James Road, okay.
Yeah. And then I just say, I gotta go. I hang up and walk out, keeping an eye on them in case they start following me. Or
They're following you with their eyes. Smiling, or happily smiling.
I just give them a final wave, walk out.
Okay, you walk out.
Don't even say that.
Yeah.
That'd be creepy.
God, did you see that army man? God, he must work out. Oh, he can whisker me away.
Anyway,
God, I wish he spoke to me.
Looks a beautiful
Yeah,
heading here.
I love a
so
man in
assuming
uniform.
I'm assuming I go to the road,
Yeah.
checking if I'm being followed or not.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, spot hidden if you want.
Success.
Yeah, the roads are pretty derelict.
Pardon?
The roads are pretty derelict, so it's quite easy to see if anyone's following you. Yeah, you don't see anyone following you.
Okay. I'm assuming I then get picked up and we drive off.
Oh, you get Richie finds you, and you get in the car. You're all in the car together.
My hand fits perfectly right on the guard.
I believe so.
And the pommel. Your edges are very sharp. It cuts very deep into the carcass. Oh,
So,
sir, this sword is light,
anyone got any more
sharp,
inputs?
and it will key.
So,
Excellent.
I saw like
I'm sure your blade
blue
was
ghosts
framed,
when I was saying
right?
no, can someone explain why there's a blue
Yeah.
ghost? Because like for real with ghosts.
Right on the way.
Supernatural stuff. Also,
Yeah, ghosts.
the nurse was staring at me suspiciously.
Yeah,
Creepy stares.
were they like Twilight Zone you?
That is right at
I think they might have been. I have not watched that movie.
Well, they,
Twilight Zone, it's a TV show. It's that black dude who was in Key and Peele.
It means even
Apparently
though
it was in black and white when it was in black and white. I didn't watch that one, but they did a new one. Pretty
Twilight.
dope.
yeah, no.
You have just entered Twilight Zone. It's pretty cool. It's that dude, Jordan Peele, Jordan Peele. I don't know.
Yeah, it still means
black
nothing to
guy,
me.
Really good.
Anyway,
So, you should have seen it. My girlfriend.
Steven, the judge
Working
said
in my
measured
girlfriend.
your blade and you missed the
So you drive.
Second.
You driving off.
Yeah.
Where are you heading?
Library? That's where
Congratulations.
we originally
You're
came to head.
getting the $10,000 from this one. What is your charity?
Okay.
Breast Cancer Research Fund. All right. Well, that's fantastic charity.
Anyone have any objections or want to do anything else or do anything in the car?
Be on the way because I'm low on fags and this Stella is very weird.
No.
can we what? Absolutely not.
Drop by and off, just drop by and off here. It's like what? It's like 8 PM. They'll all be open.
Get over
Okay,
your
no.
addictions already.
More than likely,
We can get some
encounter
snacks.
something else and just
We could get some
Personally,
snacks. So, yeah.
No.
Snacks like
Stop. Shush.
those flame grilled.
Be quiet.
Flaming
Only
hot.
for Stephanie.
Alright.
Gareth,
I
please.
could go for some sedatives
I
as
kid
well.
you not, the doctor will tranquilise you.
I might just take your taser, Ellie, and taser myself.
Wait, so how strong are these pranks you got? Is they any good?
They're quite
Yeah.
strong.
They'll knock you out.
Is it like a
Knock
mellow
you out.
high?
No,
Couple of hours.
straight out, cold, and it'll shoot you up.
Oh, alright, fine. Yeah.
Sebastian's just gonna put his fingers to his lips and go, shh, like a teacher type.
So go,
Teacher.
soldiers, soldiers.
Right. Vital question. Richie, are you driving your car?
No, my car has been left.
Okay. Who
Oh, actually, how are we?
whose car is
In
driving?
one of the SUV things that we found, we took.
We're in my car.
Okay.
Wasn't your car hit in total?
No, his car was. No, an
No,
SUV.
my car was left outside the exploding house.
No, it was the priest car, wasn't it? You stole the priest car.
Oh yes,
Oh,
the priest's
we're in the
car.
police car.
Yes.
I'm going to take my phone now.
I thought the job was driving.
That's my fault. But who is driving?
Yeah, the dog, I hope.
Yeah, I just got my phone now.
That's why I'm saying it. No?
Sorry, second.
Are you driving?
No.
God damn it, who's driving then?
Yeah, who is driving?
Richie can't drive. Can Dazza drive?
What, me?
Yeah, can you actually drive?
Yeah, I can drive.
You're driving.
Okay, you're driving.
Oh, I'm driving. I mean, I don't have a license. I can thinking I can drive.
I'm
Okay, never mind.
gonna make up some lame excuse like Richie needs my attention because he's having spasms, so you better drive.
Ellie,
So I'm
drive?
driving. That's real good.
Oh.
No, I'm driving. We're all, like, I mean, I would pass the test.
Ellie cannot drive.
Okay, I'll drive then.
Chance to get it, so we're-
I'm not letting you drive, no.
Right.
here it is.
So,
Oh no.
this is
You want to play on my
right.
Xbox? Can't.
So you
Ellie's definitely trying, when we're on our journey, she's trying to listen out for anything.
right. So, okay, you want to? Oh yeah, I'll get to you in a minute. Right.
Okay.
So, Darren is driving the car.
No,
Yeah.
Sebastian's
Oh,
driving.
yeah.
Sebastian's driving the car. Someone is driving the car. Sebastian's driving the car. Right. Okay. Sebastian's driving the car.
Driving the car.
So, can I have?
I thought Sebastian was. Okay, I'm lost. I missed a
Yeah,
bit.
I was-
Sebastian's now driving.
I would say Darren drove the car to pick Sebastian up. Sebastian took over and drove the car.
Right, fine.
There we go. So,
Could
Well,
I text? I don't. I realise it's a bit rude, but I would like to add a spot thread. Could I text my ex-girlfriend? Do that.
roll me a luck, please.
Because she left me to join something called the Cult of the Yellow King. Don't know what that is.
Cult of the Seaman. Yes, please.
Cult or something.
Unfortunately,
But it
you
adds up to
can't
100.
find your phone.
Oh, that's a fucker.
You left it in the absolute wall.
I'll smoke a cigarette then. Oh yeah.
Right. Okay. So, I need Ellie and Sebastian to roll me a spot hidden, but I'm going to do it a hard because you're focused on other things. I want Doc to roll me a spot hidden, but roll it with a bonus dice because you are actually focusing on something. And I want Darren to roll just a plain spot hidden.
Go ahead.
Oh fuck.
Ellie, you haven't got your thing ticked on your thing. Oh, but you did it at hard, so it's fine. You're fine. You're good.
Okay.
Gotta have your thing ticked on your thing.
Yeah, I can't remember what I called it. It's something weird.
Tick your thing.
So, Ellie failed. That's fine.
Listening to Doc, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, does
One
Richie...
day I'll find my character sheet.
No, Richie doesn't need to do it.
Characters.
Bloody hell, look at that, look.
You got better than me.
You don't even need to do bonus dice, mate. So, Doc.
This spot hidden business. It's what I do.
Yeah. Doc and... Ow, fuck, just banged my knee. Doc and Sebastian, you both noticed that in the hands of Richie is his phone. And you can start seeing little static charges coming out of his phone into his hand. No one else sees this. Ellie.
I have a question. Where is Richie and the Doc? Are they in the back seat?
I would say they're in the back seat. Hang on a minute, how many people have got in this car? 5, yeah, right. I was going to say.
3 in the back, 1 in the front, 1 in the driver.
So I would probably say Sebastian would be at the back. No, you're driving, so Darren.
Hold on. If it's my car, it's Defender, isn't it? So it's got seats in the back.
Has got seats in the back. So what? Right. If it's relevant for you where you want to sit, you can work out where you want to sit. But for the purpose of this role, Ellie, do a listen with a bonus dice, please. While I'm explaining all this. So yeah, see a bit of static coming out of Richie's hand from the phone. Oh, nice. Cool.
I have a question. Can I look in the mirror and see the Doc?
Yes, you can.
Does he look like he's... Can I tell that he spotted the same things I can? Can I look around everyone? And see
How is Doc reacting? And by the way, Sebastian, Doc is surrounded by a like a yellow dust, not yellow, purple dust. It's like a little cloudy thing around him. How do you react to that, Doc?
Sorry, I missed it. I'm a bit distracted. I apologise.
Oh.
What am I reacting to?
So Richie's got a phone in his hand, and you start to see little static shocks come out of his phone into his hand. He's hiding it quite well, but you can see it because you're actually focusing on him. Yeah.
I'm gonna sigh really, 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 really loudly. You know, the most amateur dramatic sigh you've ever heard in your lives.
I have a quick question on the side. How busy are the roads, and is there anyone or anything in the middle of them?
The roads are dead.
Okay then. No cars parked anywhere nearby?
There's cars all over the place, like abandoned cars. There's cars parked. There is. It looked like the world has ended.
Okay. Before they start getting Sebastian's going to hear the sigh. He's going to look up, see the mist, and he's going to slam his foot on the brake.
Right. So let's go. Richie, join me in the keeper's room.
Okay.
Come down to me. There we go. Right. Hello. So.
Hello.
You get your tingle from the phone in your hand, and you go into like, so imagine someone touching something and then you flashing the future in front of your eyes, you know. Have you ever watched The Mummy, where he puts the wrist on band and then you get the thing flash in front of him? You ever seen that? No. Okay, so you have images flash in front of your face. It looks like you are browsing quite rapidly through Google search engines. It looked like you're looking for something, but then immediately it just stops, and your hand goes back to normal. Your tingling don't go. You don't get any sort of like static shocks anymore. So just to recap that, you felt tingling in your pocket. You pulled your phone out in your hand and you start getting static shocks on your hand, little enough to not actually be a problem, but the other people obviously saw that, and then flashing before your eyes, it literally, you got Google searching, pandemic, blah blah blah, loads of words coming up on the screen, but it's so quick you can't quite tell what it is. It's just you could tell it's like search engines and the web browsers. It looked like a computer. It looked like a computer was in front of your eyes. Then it disappeared, and then your phone went back to normal. Yeah, that just happened, by the way. No, it's just very freaky. So when we go back, I want you to do a sanity roll for me, just to see how, because it is quite like, oh shit, what's happening, right? So I'm going to go back in the room. You do a sanity roll. I'm going to take Gemma down into the keeper's room.
Get Gemma down.
Yeah. So go up and say to Gemma, I'm going to pull her down in about a minute.
I'm hoping that will go a long way towards regular.
Boom.
Hello.
Hello. Right. So congratulations. You focused on this weird anomaly that's happening to you right now. It's unusual. You hone your senses in, and you're freaking yourself out because you're starting to hear clear conversations now that is obviously nowhere near you, and you're starting to work it out. And oh, okay. And you're hearing like a couple of, like an old couple talking in a room, like, oh, this world is coming to the end. I wish we've lived a long life. Shall we kill ourselves tonight? That sort of thing, you know, proper dark and horrible. And you hear like sirens going off in the other distance. So you are properly able to control this now. So you have gained an ability, a supernatural ability, Once a day, you are able to hone your senses up to 2 miles to listen for anything out of the ordinary. So you are able to pick up anything from beyond a wall, in a room, in a building, in a house that is 2 miles away that you know exists. You are able to pinpoint exactly what is in that room and what they are saying. And you are able to get it clear information. So that's once a day you could do that. And because you have now honed it, it's come to terms with you. You're like, this ain't normal. What the hell is going on? So when we go back up, I want you to do a sanity roll for me, please, to see how you react to this new news. But you have now got a supernatural ability.
Okay, cool.
Okay, thank you. Let's go back up.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, let's just drag her up. There we go. Right, so people. Oh.
Hang on, I've completely forgot that last bit that you just said to me. What one was it?
So the people that I spoke to a minute ago, sanity rolls, please.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you missed?
Yeah, that's what I missed. Where are you?
Fucking hell. Okay, there we go.
Uh-oh.
So, Ellie, you take 3 sanity point loss from doing what you've just done. Richie.
What did she just do?
You don't know. She's just gone quiet in the car looking out the window.
Oh, right, she was whispering in the keeper room. So I believe
yeah. And then Richie, you take 1 point of sanity loss for what I've just explained to you.
What was the percentage again, Dan, that you need for us to tell you how much we lost in the sanity?
A fifth. So it's a fifth of your sanity every day. So if you lose a fifth of your sanity, then I have to do some funky shit with you. I am keeping track myself. It's quite difficult to keep track. I might actually get a widget for it because it's quite easy to forget. But I'll play it as it is. I like doing it that way. Okay, so Richie, you are with us again, still here. Jem, Ellie. That's what I meant to say. You do whatever you gotta do. You're driving to the library. Everyone else can do what they want to do. Sean, obviously, no, fuck's sake. Sebastian, I keep looking at Discord, that's why I keep calling you names. You obviously know, you see the mist and you slam your brakes on.
Yeah. I'm instantly jumping out of the car and saying to the dog, the mist is back and it's on you. Everyone out the car.
On me?
Yeah, out the car quickly.
Oh, my finger's feeling.
As it was when I told you earlier.
Really? Where's the book?
On your person.
Is it very warm?
Yep.
Can I read it?
You want to read it?
Yeah, flick through the page and see if anything like, I don't know.
Any specific page you want to look at?
No, I'm looking to see if anything, I suppose the term grabs my attention, I guess.
You could.
So I usually flick through a book and I go, oh, that looks interesting.
Oh mate, it all looks interesting to you.
I will then skim through and stop on a random page and just see if I can. I don't know.
Alright, okay, so let me get the actual grimoire up so I can actually see how many pages that is in this grimoire. Because I can't remember. Where are you?
I'll have a look at it. I got a D in GCSE English. I could probably.
I have a quick question for Jem.
How far
Does Ellie walk from the car?
She literally walks like 10 to 20 feet. She's not really walking off, she's just like wandering,
Ah,
staring.
Okay then.
you stop on the alphabet page at the very back.
Index.
No. Don't know if did I put it in?
Can I look over his shoulder? I'm curious.
I need to put it as a handout for you guys, but I think it's too big for me to do that. But I'll work it out later.
Well, that's what she said. But that's what he said.
I think the best way I can do this right now is to go this and do that. Right. Actually, fuck it. Let's try something else. Come on.
Sorry. You didn't say don't throw it at me.
Let's go to Discord. Let's go share screen. Let's go Grimoire. Go live. Right. Grimoire. It's live on Discord if you would like to have a look at it. You are on page 12.
Sorry, I'm hiccuping. I don't see a link anywhere.
It's a
You know,
Discord.
if I can find the right Discord.
John, just looking for Roll 20 tab, by the way.
Which you got the phone, I got the phone.
Just be looking for
Got
what?
the phone.
I got the phone.
So I've gone live on my screen to show you the Grimoire.
When
On
I go
Discord.
in there, it just says, "Oh, I see. I've got to watch."
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. Yeah.
So this page, remember this page?
Yeah.
That's the page you're interested in.
And does it help me at all? Does anything stand out to me? Does something click with me? I don't know.
No, not as far as you're aware.
I'm strawing at clutches.
Yeah.
You're strawing at clutches.
Yeah, that was me saying I'm clutching at straws, but asked about phase.
No, I thought that was a good joke. I liked it.
No, nothing really stands out on this page. As you flick through it,
Can I try and read it?
if the doc lecture.
I'll happily give the book to anybody and just
Can I
shrug my shoulders
dude,
and give up.
Dude, for real, like, I did like super good GCSE English than the other time.
Okay, do you hand the book over to him? So,
Right, can I try and read it?
right. So I've linked the Grimoire in Discord. Do you see it? I currently have it live as well. If you really want to
I
watch.
see some feet.
So, as you hold the book is of a leather retexture, more human skin texture than normal leather. Yeah. As you open the book to the first page, oops, that's getting a bit bigger. You open the page to the first book, you're immediately greeted by a horrible sight. There is text all over this book in a different language that you are not familiar with.
A mirror.
A mirror. And as you're flicking through, all the images are all gruesome. And as you're going through, everything looks all twisted, dark and horrible. and I need you to do a sanity roll for me, please, mate. And I also need you to do a
That's a success.
yeah, hang on. And I also need you to do me a
Cthulhu Mythos?
no. You gain. Have you gained any mythos yet already?
No, I'm at 0.
So you go immediately to 5. And because you've gone immediately to 5, your maximum sanity goes down by 5. So you should be at 94 now.
Oh, edit mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. Maximum San 94.
Okay. You do, however, still take.
Cthulhu Mythos with
Oh,
5.
fuck's sake. Well,
2 San.
you do take 2 sand, yes.
God damn, Darren is like the most sane person ever.
Needs to be drinking more warm lager more often. Just
Yeah,
saying.
that's how you like make sure you don't go cray from, you know, extra dimensional what's it.
Right. So, Doc, your fingers are still as they are.
Okay. I'm
Darren.
resigned to not knowing what the hell's going on at the moment, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do I not react from reading the book?
Oh, you
Am I
do.
just like,
No. You do. It's horrifying. But you're like, you're not reacting to the point where it's like too much horrifying. You've seen some horrible shit.
Am I just catatonic for a couple of minutes?
Yeah, I would say you probably stare at it for a few minutes and then.
Yeah. Because I've probably got to go in about 10.
Okay.
Don't want to get like one last acting minute in before that.
Yeah.
But everybody else goes first.
Well, right. So Doc is coming to terms that he don't know what the fuck is going on. Darren.
What was going on in the first place? It's just yeah.
Yeah. Darren.
Sparking and Ellie's hearing things and stuff. Oh, I'm glowing. Go on anyway, carry on. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Darren's looking at the book. He's catatonic for a few minutes. Ellie and Sebastian did their own little thing. Yeah. Richie, what are you doing?
These are the rabbit lungs and the heart right there.
Richie. Yeah. You doing anything special?
Really, so I drop off.
So you dropped your phone, okay. You zoned out and I think you're losing your mind a bit from stuff from the dead guy. Okay, Sebastian's talking to Ellie. Wait, what? No, I'm good. I was just listening to an old couple deciding whether they should commit suicide tonight, that's all. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Had issues with the GoPro, couldn't take it.
You can take this back to chat now, you know.
Oh yeah, I thought I was busy doing something.
Yeah,
But yeah, when
it's one of those things. It started in text.
Yeah.
Everyone was talking.
Yeah. But when you went over to her, she didn't react when you called her, but when you nudged her, she sort of nudged her out of it, and she was like, "No, I'm fine." I was just hearing all these conversations, and an old couple they were debating.
You lot thought I was going to be the crazy one.
I'm not crazy. What are you talking about? I'm just hearing all these conversations. It's so clear now. It's like,
Is it like your mind has been open?
A bit like that, yeah. It's just
Yeah.
How did I get over here? I don't remember walking over here.
I think you should picture off myself, but
Not happening yet.
Oh, right, she's hearing things. She's opening a mist to hear
You've
things.
got a mist on you. You can stop.
It's much more clearer now. It's like I can sort of control it, but yeah, I don't remember wandering off there.
I just want to clarify about the mist. You do not see a mist on him personally, no. But when you looked in the mirror, you saw a mist on him.
I get my phone out and take a picture of them.
I'm not all
Just
misty,
in
thank you.
The picture is all blurred with a purple mist.
I show it him.
There you go.
And I'm being sassy now. Like, see.
I was right.
I just thought it wasn't.
Oh god. So, what do you want to do?
She's just gonna do that, clap her hands, rub her hands together, like, right, what are we doing then?
No, don't know what you're doing now. No.
I don't think we know.
Check and
Chicken mum. Check my messages.
Oh, I need to edit that.
So, you're stopped as the emergency stop in the middle of a street. Two of you are out of the car, and Richie dropped his phone. Doc is looking confused, trying to figure out what's going on. Darren has just come back to his senses while holding that horrible book. By the way, Darren, it's quite warm to your touch. Not burning warm, but it's warm.
Yeah.
I'm surprised you're holding that, Darren, knowing that the ghost used to reach you out earlier. Are you okay?
I've seen.
You've seen things.
Flashes. There's more than ghost women and ghost children, tiny demons. There's something there. Something very big.
Have you seen it? Whatever it is. I'm going to walk up to him very slowly.
I couldn't. I can't. I don't want to. He dwells beneath.
Who?
He's the oldest one. He's impossible.
So you really clenching the book at the minute?
Are you, Richie? Darren?
I'm clenching that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to place the book down?
He's impossible. He's coming for me. And he's
Okay.
coming. And he's coming. He's coming for all of you.
Sebastian's just going to knock the book out of his hands.
Take us all. There's no escape.
I'm going to stand back. Like, ooh, ooh.
Yeah, Sebastian's
Knock that
definitely
book
knocking
out.
that book out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
After
Got spare ammo.
that book, that book clats to the floor. Darren.
Oh, fuck me. What? Was I doing something?
Don't touch the book. I'm going to turn to the doctor. You don't touch the book.
I swear,
Said Ellie.
there was a bloke and he was all like, "Oh, Sauron's returned" or something. Was that?
That was you.
Oh shit.
Then I'm going to turn to Ellie.
Wait, so
You
that
definitely don't
was
touch
real?
the book.
No, I am not touching that book.
No one touched the damn book.
Dude, I saw a thing. And like, if I would try and describe it, it would sort of be like
Okay.
Does that make
next
sense?
time, don't do that.
Does that make sense? I swear I just described what he looked like. You heard what I said, right? I used my words. I
Okay.
described what he looked like, right?
Yeah.
Do you just
Sure.
say it in English?
Yeah. By the way, I have a question for the keeper.
Oh, fucking hell.
I have a combat knife. Can I
Yeah.
literally just stab the book? Just to try and not actually touch it with my fingers. Just like stab it and pick it up like that.
You want to stab the book, okay?
Yeah. I don't think I'm ever gonna say this again,
I don't want to
stab the
sound
book.
crazy here, but I feel like if you stab the book, that would be a bad idea.
Got a
You
funny
think?
feeling 3 witches are going to turn up to do that.
You could try and stab the book.
I mean, I'm sorry, but when I read the book, a bit of it, right, and I just feel like that if you stab the book, then stop all the noises. You know? Wait, no, I just explained what would happen.
I don't care.
Are you
Stop
not
with the
hearing what
noises.
I'm saying? Are you not hearing what I'm saying?
Do
No.
we?
No, I stabbed the book anyway.
Right, roll a hit.
If you're going to stab the book, you might as well burn the book.
We were keeping the book, weren't we?
What I saw in that book, mate, fucking chuck it in a black hole. It'd be like,
Hang on a minute. She's going to put her hand out and go, what did you see in the book?
Yeah.
so
Say in
there's,
English.
so there's,
Does that count towards raw, by the way?
Yes.
Like I can tick that?
I feel like when I actually describe it, you guys are not understanding me. I saw,
Not really.
No,
No.
you're just making noises.
you see, I swear I'm describing what I saw. But okay, I'll try and be like less
Don't,
specific. Don't try it because it's
noise.
clear.
What? Why is this
there's a thing, right? It's big and it's wrong. You know, like you see things like the other day I went
wrong.
in the loo
Things are wrong.
and there was a really big spider. Yeah, it was like holy shit, that's a really big spider. And it's like oh that shouldn't be allowed. So I see that, but it is like I don't know, massive, like 1,000,000 miles tall, but also like 10 miles tall, and also like 8 feet tall, and it's like just tentacles and shit, and it's spooky as fuck.
Do we get any idea what this could be? Have we seen it?
It looks at me, and I'm like,
No.
that's not. I don't want to see that, you know.
Yeah.
And then like all the tentacles that open, there's a mouth, and there's just there's teeth. There's nothing but teeth. There's just teeth forever.
So,
Everything is teeth, and it just picks me up, and then like oh god no.
you start.
It's
Now,
horrible.
You
it's
start.
okay.
You start the book. Immediately,
Sorry?
you start hearing screams coming out of the book. Psycho laughs
Out-
coming out of the book.
Do I hear the screaming? Or
Oh yes,
like,
you hear this.
Is it like
the knife
psychic
is.
or actually out loud?
So
everyone else hear it?
it's in your mind, but everyone's mind.
Is it
Okay.
That has had contact with this book.
Oh, I don't think I've actually ever touched the book.
Please tell me everyone else can hear that.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever touched the
I
book.
can't hear anything.
Yeah, I'm hearing that. Jesus,
No, I can't
it's
hear a
doing
thing.
it
What are you
again.
talking about? Really can't hear anything.
I
You
don't,
sure?
I don't have anything to burn it with.
You listen. Are you talking about physically hearing it or in-game hearing it?
Everyone
No.
hearing it.
I'm not sure.
In the game.
In game, I can't hear it.
Yeah, it's because I'm running it through Sirenscape. You have to go
No,
and
no,
do.
you
Oh.
don't understand.
Oh.
In game.
In character.
Oh, sorry.
I can't hear anything.
It's like check him.
Yeah, I want to insight check him.
See if he's lying because he just don't want to admit that he can hear creepy shit.
Well, so I'll be a fast talker then.
I've
It'll be.
forgotten how to turn on Groovy, so I can't hear anything anyway.
No, it's not groovy. It's I use a special app until I get the app
Are you
for it.
watching the stream, Dan? Not
On
Dan,
the-
Phil. On Call of the actual voice channel through Discord.
I can hear the screaming quite
Yeah.
loudly.
Character.
In real life, in character, I'm doing exactly what you think I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I cottoned on. So you need to do a fast talk then, and everyone else needs to do whatever it's called.
Oh, there it is. Oh, yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Watch me
Psychology.
pass this, people. Watch me pass this. Yeah, there's a surprise. Bye.
He needs to. What does it
More
matter?
psychology.
Psychology.
No, really bother. What with my 74?
You failed by 69 points.
Exactly.
Yes, Sebastian, you think he's full of shit.
9, that's the comedy number.
I didn't hear what you said there.
Oh my god, I failed on every roll tonight.
You think he's full of shit, and so do you, Ian, Ellie.
You are quite clearly. I'm going to talk really quietly. You're quite clearly trying to avoid. Trying to avoid admitting that you can hear these. Okay. After you got
Well, none of you admit to anything
Why
that's
is
going
Richie
on.
laughing? Richie, why are you laughing?
Can we just take a second to acknowledge how awesome my weird demon screams
Yeah,
work?
you actually sound like a fucking an infected from fucking Us. It was horrible.
That's just there was no editing there. That was just
Oh, that's horrible.
I know, right? It's terrifying.
So that was well played on your behalf. Thank you for doing that.
So, I'm all about adding to the experience.
As I was about to say to the others is, well, you see, everything else that's going on, you're denying, so why can't I just deny everything that's going on as well? Because if you're going to stand there and deny everything that's going on, I may as well do it as well. Because until you're going to admit the truth, I don't see the point of me admitting the truth either.
I'm not denying anything.
I'm telling
Yes,
you,
you
I
are.
can see
Yes,
it.
you are.
Hold on.
What
Who's
am I
denying
denying?
things? Me or Ellie?
Ellie, for starters.
What am I denying?
Ellie, are you hearing voices?
Yes.
Is that unusual?
It is. But there's nothing I can do about it, is there?
Is it something wrong?
Is there something wrong with you because you're hearing things?
I'm not. It's not wrong. But it's not right.
In her defence, I've been hearing voices. I've heard ghosts.
We're hearing screaming at the minute, but
No. You're always fucking hammered, so you hear voices of it anyway.
No, fuck off. No, I don't.
Can I just take my knife out of the book because I'm tired of this screaming now?
Yeah.
Like, shut up.
I haven't. All my Stella's warm. Right, I haven't had a drink for like 16 hours, and I am feeling it, frankly. I'm seeing and hearing ghosts.
Right.
It's no fun. No, for real though, right? For real. She's hearing ghosts. I'm hearing ghosts. I heard a child ghost. I heard a lady ghost. I saw a lady ghost and she strangled me.
Dr. Shade's ruffling
There's
with
ghosts going on.
Seb's rocking with the book.
Darren, I want your lighter.
We've got ghosts
Please.
up in here. Sorry?
I need your lighter.
Alright, it's a bit dodgy, but you can have it.
Okay. Can I try and light the book on fire?
You can certainly try.
That shit's fucking eldritch. Yeah, I know what that word means. I know eldritch. I've read Terry Pratchett.
Every time a flame goes in our book, it goes out.
Just like the Hocus Pocus one.
Apparently. Yeah, okay.
If every time you put a flame near that book it goes out, I wonder what would happen if you started a fire and then went to put the book in the flame. Would it just would it like levitate above it? You know what I mean?
Would the flames just not
probably turn into a fucking ghost and strangle you? You don't understand how many ghosts we're dealing with, man.
Someone open the boot of the car.
Darren, the things we have seen pale into...
Like tears in rain, yeah, I get it.
Okay. No. You are describing a human throttling you that was possessed. We have seen things that...
and she strangled me, man.
Okay, we have seen things come out of mirrors and punch holes through bodies, and none of these people will admit that they saw it either.
Yeah, I didn't see it because I wasn't there.
I've never not denied it. I just don't... before, I didn't want to talk about it because I was scared.
Okay.
There's ghosts, man. There's ghosts all over the fucking shop. I don't deal with ghosts. I don't have anywhere to live.
Shop does things to people.
Bullshit. And there's dead women coming and strangling. It's like, no, come on, man. It's not fucking appropriate. It's not appropriate.
I've got an idea.
Yeah, what's your idea? Is it your idea that maybe you fucking calm the fuck down and we process the fact there's ghosts everywhere?
No, you need to calm the fuck down and process the fact that the ghost has done something to you. Welcome to real life. Perhaps if you stop
That's
drinking
not
and
fucking
smoking.
real life, is it, you fucking wanker? There's fucking ghosts. And then it's like, oh, Darren, why don't you become part of our crew? Oh,
No.
he's going to the hospital, talk to the fucking ghost woman. Yeah, thanks. And then you guys have a fucking Twilight Zone time travel adventure. Well,
I wasn't there.
can fucking sign up for that. I just
sorry.
want to hang out and have fun and have a good time. And you guys are always with the demons and the fucking
I'm sorry. When you refer to the Twilight Zone, are you referring to some kind of modern remake of a classic by any chance?
I didn't know that was a classic. They did a new one by the black dude.
Was that meant to be blank?
And stuff. It taught me the racism.
There we go.
because
Okay.
there was an original Twilight Zone, but I think you're a little bit too young to remember it, to be honest with you.
What, like they did a black and white version of the Twilight Zone? Yeah, like that. What would that be? 179 classic episodes? Don't be silly.
I don't know how many episodes, but I don't even know if it was black and white either.
Most of them written by Rod Serling. You're having a laugh.
Were they?
Oh yeah, no, like 70% of the original Twilight Zone episodes were written by Rod Serling. That dude works.
It is, you're right.
Immediately, everyone is startled by a gunshot.
Oh shit.
Sebastian has just fired his gun in the air, just to shut everyone up.
Oh, why did it have to be in the air?
I'm just going to turn to Sebastian and go, you happy you fired your boom boom stick now, are you?
Dude, we were having a conversation about the Twilight Zone.
Yeah, we were getting
got off topic.
We were starting to bond.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you know, we found a common
bond in the car.
Yeah.
Let's go back. Let's just get in the car and drive to the library now.
Yes, I would like some peace and quiet as well, Sebastian. I want to get straight in the car and sit down.
Yeah.
Sebastian gets back in the driver's seat.
As we get back in the car, I'm going to go. She's still in denial.
I'm sitting in the front.
Oh God! Fucking
people really should talk about their issues.
Yeah, psycho, no, fucking psychosis, psychology. You could try and persuade her to talk about her problems.
Isn't there a persuasion type skill?
Yeah, psychology. Fast talk is all about talking the gap, you know.
The gap.
Got psychology.
Yeah, there's an actual persuade thing.
I'm actually.
Yeah, there is. I think there is a persuade. Yeah, there is. Yeah.
Look at that. I just succeeded on psychology. Look at that. See, I've got psychology skills, people.
Yeah,
thank you.
I had succeeded on a psychology.
He did. He did. Yeah. Right. So.
Yeah.
Is the intention of going to the library?
Yes.
Do you all get in your car to go to the library?
The book in the boot.
Okay. And you're all heading to the library.
Stab wounds in it.
Okay. Okay. So. You're driving off. You drive to the London Library.
You're going to have to turn your whole self to here.
I like that token in the middle here.
Oh, this is nice, Dan.
We'll drag you. We'll drag
also,
you.
He looks like the character out of Three Musketeers TV show.
Drag you. Drag you.
Far right by the weird pentacle.
Drag you.
Aramis?
That's it.
Drag you.
Still labelled as Sean's sheet.
There you go. I don't get why it's done that. I don't know. It's an error. Right, so you pull outside a very empty car park for a library. It's a very elegant building. The windows are all they're all big glass windows all the way up to the second floor, and the doors are all big open wooden doors with panels inside. It's very, very elegant. There's flowers in the garden, the steps going up to the door. Yeah, welcome to the London Library, the place of knowledge.
I'm going to start wandering upstairs.
Okay.
Stop. Teenager, stop.
Is it abandoned or is there people here?
You can't tell whether it doesn't look abandoned because it looks well preserved, but you can't tell if there's people around.
No, it's not abandoned. I mean, is it staffed?
Is
there someone I can ask to point me in directions?
As Ellie looks in the window, she sees it is staffed.
Yeah, there's people in out.
Sebastian's waiting for the doc and Darren to go.
Can I suggest we ask them to point us in directions of things like the occult, perhaps dead languages? There's that page in the book that's got what looks like an alphabet.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps we should be looking into that.
Okay.
Do
you venture into the foyer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as you walk through the door into the foyer, it is a grand old building. You've got pictures on the walls.
There is. If you ran your finger in it, there's like something you could catch with your finger now. But yeah, sorry. All right.
There's a big desk in front of you with a elderly gentleman, balding gentleman behind the desk, looking down at a book, reading from a book. I don't know why there's a cauldron in the top right.
Can I approach the elderly gentleman?
Oh god, this is going to be funny. I'll just stand back and smile and watch.
You can do. And he looks up and goes,
Sorry, I don't want to sound rude or anything, but Alex, are you alright for time?
Yeah, I've got 5 minutes.
Alright, mate. No worries. I know sometimes you go ahead.
I think I could leave us with a good cliffhanger.
Go on and go for it.
yeah.
So I'll just walk up to the elderly gentleman.
Okay.
And I'll say, all right, mate. You run this gaff, yeah?
Oh, hello. We haven't had anyone come into the library in days, maybe weeks. I am the head librarian. Yes. How can I help you?
You know, it's like, he is risen.
Who is risen?
Oh, the one true God.
Are you okay?
He is risen. 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 He is risen.
I'm gonna slap him.
He is risen. He is risen.
I have a quick question. Is Doc and Daniel gone into the thing, or are they still outside?
I would have followed him in because I'm watching him with a small smirk on my face, and then he starts doing that, and then I'm like, crap.
You're watching him here, so you're there. You're walking in now, aren't you? So there we go. Right.
Sorry, I'm supposed to be on the map somewhere.
Oh no, it's just the map's there for you to wander if you really want to.
Yeah, that do. I've zoomed that now. I can see everything. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a beautiful map, I do have to say.
Can we like slap him around the face or something? Or?
I was going to say, he was going to go, are you okay? Do you need medical assistance?
No, he probably needs.
Oh, really? I don't know where that. I don't know where that came from, mate. You got any Call of Duty? You got any Call of Duty guides? I'm in trouble with no Russians.
Yes, you did. Sorry, yes, you did. Okay, so your gaming guides in the gaming section.
Down in the basement.
Past the dead dragon.
Sorry, no. Call of Duty's been kicking my ass, mate. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. I don't know who is risen. That sort of came out of nowhere, mate. No, if you got any guys, you know, Call of Duty. Yeah?
Yes. So go through this door to your right.
Yeah.
Then go through the door at the bottom left. Go past the dead dragon and sticky shelf on your right.
That's cracking, mate. Thanks. He's risen.
I'm going to apologise on behalf
he's risen.
He is risen.
Of my youthful colleague, and then I'm going to ask, do you really have a dead dragon?
We've got a skeleton, yeah.
Skeleton of a dead dragon.
You mean a dinosaur?
No, dragon.
A
dragon. What's it been hitchhikers, isn't it? The planning permission room. Behind the locked door.
It's for the kids.
Oh, okay.
So it's a fake dragon.
Yeah.
That's what I asked, and you said, "Did we have a dragon?"
May I ask if you have? Can we find? Can you point us in the direction of your occult section, and also perhaps anything to do with ancient languages that have fallen out of
dead
use?
languages.
Dead language. Yeah, there you go. That's what I really mean.
Well, yeah, religious books as well.
Nothing.
Creepier the better.
He looks at you and he goes,
I'm going to
go
literally
find my
just.
feet.
I'm
okay.
going to follow Darren because I'm tired of his creepiness. I'm going to make sure he doesn't do anything stupid. And if he gets too creepy, I'm going to just hit him around the face like a small slap, just like, "Hey, stop it."
So the librarian turns around and says, "So you want ancient languages, occult, weird going ons, and he who has risen. Okay, so
Yeah, and FIFA, by the way.
Sorry.
if you go through this door to your right, my left, straight ahead, you'll see this section. You can't miss it. There is a gentleman there. What is his name, Daniel? Hang on.
I can imagine it being a handsome sounding name.
Well, like Philip.
No.
Sorry. That was a joke, by the way.
You'll see his name is Robert Ford.
Oh, Robert.
No, good old Robert. What a lad. Classic
Any
Robert.
relation to Gerald? Or Henry?
Yeah. But I will
History knowledge.
I will insist that he knows everything of the occult.
Oh, go and talk to him then.
Okay. So you venture into the other room. The other room. Oh.
How good is how do we test how good our memories are?
Intelligence.
Okay, because what I'd like to do is go in next door and talk to. Is it Robert Ford? Did you say?
Yes.
No, what did you say?
Robert Ford. Yeah.
But and ask him if he's got a piece of paper and a pen.
Why? Yes, I do. So.
And see if I can't transcribe a couple of the characters.
So.
From the relevant page in the book that I looked at quite recently, apparently.
Just to let you know, as you walk in, you do see a symbol on the floor, in chalk, ram skull. You see that. You see candles, books. You found it. You found the section.
Okay, a little theatrical, but never mind.
And he talks in like a slow harmonic voice. He's like, so how can I help you?
Okay, so I'm going to do what I said. Is basically I'm going to ask him if he's got a piece of paper and a pen.
Yeah.
If not, I've got a notepad on me anyway. I've always got a notepad on me, and I will draw as best I can a couple of the characters on that page. Who else saw that page in that book?
Ellie wouldn't have.
Everyone who's looked at that book, has, yes. Oh, hang on.
So who has Richie looked at the book?
Yeah, I have.
Okay, Richie, I'm going to draw a couple of those characters, and then I'm going to ask you to confirm if you think they look like they do in the book.
Okay.
I'm going to get some assistance with my ability to, transcribe.
It's been so long since I've seen that book.
Yeah.
No, I was only looking at it earlier, so it shouldn't be too bad. So what do you want me to roll then?
Seems like cold.
So you're drawing a symbol.
I'm drawing a couple of the symbols that are on that page where all the characters are in the book. Yes, I'm trying to basically reproduce them because I'm assuming we left the book in the car. Because I don't suppose any of us are stupid enough to bring it in here with us.
Yeah, well.
Oh, there is no cold.
Oh God! Right, let me get the book up again because I just closed it down. Right. Okay. So, any specific characters you're willing to draw, or just random?
I genuinely can't remember them, so I will just draw a couple that I can remember best.
Yeah. If you do want to recap, I have linked it back in Discord if you want to open it up.
I mean, I can go and look at it. I've got a copy of it. I'm trying to not.
Yeah, I get you.
If you see what I mean.
Yeah, I get you. Okay, so that would be a intelligence roll then to see if you can remember.
Intelligence, I must have some of that. Surely, please tell me I've got some.
Everybody has some intelligence.
No, I meant properly, like, you know.
Hey! Hey, you even did 3. You did 3 or 4. And you did...
Yeah, there you go.
And
so
you draw it.
And then I'll show it to him. I said, look, do these look familiar to you at all? And if so, have you got any references or any tones that might help us with this sort of language or with this alphabet?
Oh, that's interesting. Where's my notes? One note come to me. There it is. Right. Book.
Tentatively, I've got another line of questioning if you can't help us on this, but yeah, go on.
So he looks it over and he rubs his beard as he's looking over and he's like, yeah.
Do you think he's Doctor Strange?
He looks like it, doesn't he? Interesting. I think I do know. And then he goes behind him and looks through a load of books. Just bear me a second. Where's my dice? There it is.
Oh shit, he's getting the dice out.
He's digging through the books. And he pulls out a book, blows some dust off it. He flicks to a page. He's like, oh yes. And he points to the symbol on the page to, and shows you, Doc. And he's like, yes, this is the same. It's got the lines and the dot in the middle. Yeah, this is a demonic alphabet.
Really? How surprising.
Using
this. I'm
this.
not very good at being.
Using this alphabet is most likely. All the occult books use it quite regularly to. So that's like their own language by the looks of it.
Is there a way we can learn this better?
The only way you could learn this better is if you had text with these characters on it, and you could decipher the text. Spend time.
Basically, trying to. Let's just say I have some text, perhaps, that uses those characters. How best do I go about trying maybe to translate that to understand it better?
With your intelligence hard success, I don't know if you already know this, but I'll just let you know. That bit of paper with all the symbols on it actually has the equivalent letters with it.
But then they didn't seem to match up with anything else in the book.
No, it didn't. And that's because you need to spend a bit more time with the book.
Right. Okay.
I've read that book.
This demonic language.
Did you bring it out of the car, or did we actually leave the book in the car?
Oh, did anyone bring the book in the car?
I'm asking my party.
Yeah.
I mean, I read it, didn't I?
Yeah, but someone put it in the boot. I know that much with his knife. Okay, so, all right. So what he's basically saying is we've got to basically study the book some more.
I
mean, I've read it. I'll give it a go.
If you have so.
Oh yeah, no, I'm.
If you have a book of the occult, you need to be careful because most of these books, if you start learning them, weird things start happening to you.
And you know this from personal experience or just from hearsay?
I know this from, I would probably say, experience.
Okay. So, okay, so we have one of these books. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Cards on the table, as they say, and we need to get to understand it better. Any suggestions?
My suggestion is take it page by page. Spend a good considerable amount of time on that page, using the decipherer that you have luckily got, because not most books have it. And you will become more adapted to that book, and you can then start learning the language. It's a written and verbal language, so the verbal language is quite uneasing on your ears, I would say.
Does it sound like an alien screaming at you?
If you could probably say so, yeah.
Yay! Okay, I'm going to thank him very much for his time, and I'm going to go and get the book.
May I look at this book?
Sorry?
May I have a look at the book?
Yeah, once I go and get it, if you stay right there,
okay.
don't move.
I'll stay right here.
I'm going to shuffle off.
Mm-hmm.
And get the book, and then I'll shuffle back again.
So you get to the boot of the car. You open the boot of the car. The book is not there.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. Close the boot of the car. Come back inside the building. assuming that Richie and Ellie don't have an interest into it, it's got to be with Darren or Seb maybe. So I shall go and find
Yeah,
them.
no, I thought I took the book, right?
No, you didn't. I
No.
put the book in the boot.
Oh, good. Okay, well, it wasn't me then.
No, you got it wrestled out of your hands
down
because you were
to it.
talking gibberish.
Right, so Seb put it in the boot,
Oh,
so,
yeah.
but it's not there now. That's what you're saying, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
I
Seb put it in the boot, right, but it's not there now.
Yep.
Yes, correct?
Correct.
Correct.
Right, okay. So, go back into the thingy, go and find Seb.
Mm-hmm. He's in the room with you.
Okay, Seb, have you got the book?
For reaction, just looking Call of Cthulhu chat.
Oh no, I know that. I'm ignoring that. Have you got the book?
Yes.
Wait, are people actually watching this?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Right,
sorry,
hang on,
sorry.
mate.
Seb, have you actually got the book?
I have actually got the book.
Okay, can you please come with me?
What was that for, Richie?
Because I didn't feel safe leaving it in the car.
I thought Ellie.
I'm not questioning your motives. I just want to see if someone who might have a little bit more experience than we do might be able to help us with it. Seb, may I introduce you to Robert Ford? Robert Ford, this is Sebastian. He's our
Can I just say,
military
out of character,
liaison.
I do work with a Robert Ford, and it's actually kind of tripping me out.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Mayor of Toronto. I mean, I've got to go, guys. Sadly.
Yeah.
No worries, mate. We're going to call in a minute anyway, so thank you.
His bait again, please.
Too late.
Oh, we will, no doubt.
No, thank you very much. See ya.
Alright, take care, guys. So, have a good one. Leave
Okay,
well,
Robert, this is Sebastian. He's our military liaison stroke attaché stroke guardian. He has the book. Sebastian, this is Robert Ford. Would you show him the book, please?
I take the book out, and I don't let him touch it whatsoever.
But you're touching it.
I'm touching it and happily, but I'm not letting him touch it.
So how are you letting him read it?
I'm holding it up to his face.
Did you think I had the book, John?
Yeah.
Did you think I had the...
So you hold the book up, and he goes, "Well, that's interesting. So that's definitely an occult book." Because these, and he sneezes. Bless me. Sorry. Where'd that come from? I'm allergic to human skin.
Step back. You do know there's an infection going around, yes?
Yeah, I'm fully aware of it.
Oh, about that.
Yeah, you can tell it by the binder of the book, and tell it by the pages and the text and script. There's definitely demonic language in there. Can I just have a quick look at it? I need to study it a little bit just to see if it is the demonic language.
Just tell me when to turn the page. You can look at it.
Okay, yeah, it's a bit awkward, but okay.
It can be awkward if you make it awkward.
So this text.
This isn't a bromance carrying on, by the way.
What?
This isn't a bromance carrying on.
So
I don't care.
he goes, "Oh, this."
Don't want people touching the book and being weird.
This text here.
Late with that, my boy.
I know.
Have you been seeing stuff in Reflections?
Yep.
Have you been experiencing some weird and wonderful happenings?
Not one.
Yeah. Weird, yeah, no, I'd say weird and wonderful. At least one of us is having something that almost could be described as wonderful.
I would beg to differ, but okay.
One of us, well, the rest of us, yeah, a bit freaky. One of us, a bit wonderful.
How about the it says here something about the man without a face?
Seb, over to you.
Chat.
What about this?
Isn't people without faces your thing?
No,
No, who's the person who saw people without faces?
I don't know. I think it was you.
Mirror.
I saw people with faces. Just
without
very
face.
evil, nasty things.
No, well, no, actually, we killed people without faces, didn't we?
I think
Yeah.
Ellie and Sebastian did.
Anyway, okay, carry on. That's an affirmative to afford.
And it referenced something from the great beyond, a big entity that is to
The one
take
true God, maybe?
to.
What was the other phrase he used?
How do you know it says one true God?
Oh, because I've heard many people ranting about it before we killed them.
And
Well,
the
in all fairness, what's the word? They did attack us. In all fairness, they attacked us. Yes, it was self-defense. It's not like we just murdered them.
And
we're not.
You
We're not.
didn't really murder them.
I didn't do anything. You did.
Yes, thank you.
This text.
Thank you.
This text says here, all living will bend the knee.
Okay.
Can you turn the page for me, please?
Let's turn the page.
So far, it doesn't tell us anything we haven't already able to work out. I need.
So he looks over a page. And as he looks over the page, his head cracks back very violently and his eyes go bright white. You start seeing lightning crackles from his eyes and fingertips. And then we'll carry on next session.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not letting anyone else read this damn book until we can confirm that lightning is not bad. That's now the second person.
Sparking Mr. Spark. Mr.
That wasn't supposed to be Mister. That was supposed to be Mook.
Oh.
It was supposed to be Sparky McSparks. Yeah. Sorry. Well, that's like a type, wouldn't it? Dr. Santos, no, not me.
No, him.
Hang on, let me just say goodbye to the watchers and I'll be right back.
Okay.
Where are we?
This is a cool map.
Right, well that is a wrap, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for watching the stream today. It's been a bit of a weird one where all fucking everything happens. Yeah, some people have had some good, some people are having bad. And we'll get back to that when we soon get there later. Okay, so tomorrow we'll be doing PlayStation 4 with Assassin's Creed 3. Join me then. Stay safe. Be good to yourself. Peace.